If your container plants look hungry no matter how much fertilizer you add, there's a good chance fertilizer isn't the problem. One of the most overlooked issues in container gardening is compacted soil. I've seen gardeners spend money on nutrients, supplements, and plant tonics when the real issue was that roots literally couldn't breathe. Compacted soil reduces airflow, limits root growth, disrupts water movement, and makes it harder for plants to access nutrients already present in the container. Before I try fixing anything, I check the basics. That's where the YAMRON 4-in-1 soil moisture meter comes in handy. It helps me monitor moisture, pH, temperature, and sunlight so I can spot problems that often masquerade as nutrient deficiencies. I'll leave the exact one I use in the description if you want to check it out. A few seasons ago, I nearly replaced several large containers before discovering a simple 3-step process that completely restored them. The surprising part is that none of the steps involved buying new soil. The warning signs were easy to miss, the containers didn't look terrible. Plants were still alive. But watering became strange. Water pooled on the surface before slowly draining. Some areas stayed wet while others dried out quickly. Growth became inconsistent. Those symptoms are classic signs of compaction. Unfortunately, many gardeners mistake them for fertilizer issues and make the problem worse by adding more inputs. The solution starts with restoring structure. The first step is breaking the soil open. The biggest mistake is treating compacted soil gently. It needs physical correction. I use a hand fork or small garden cultivator to loosen the top few inches of soil without damaging major roots. The goal isn't to turn the container into powder. The goal is creating pathways for air and water. Even this simple step often improves drainage immediately. In heavily compacted containers, I work slowly and loosen multiple sections rather than one large area. The second step changes everything. This is where most of the recovery happens. I add finished compost. Not fertilizer. Not liquid plant food. Compost. For every 3 parts existing soil, I mix in roughly 1 part mature compost. This improves structure, introduces beneficial microbes, and increases organic matter. Healthy soil is not just a growing medium. It's a living ecosystem. When biological activity returns, the container becomes much more productive. The difference can be dramatic over a single growing season. The final step is often overlooked. Most gardeners stop after adding compost. I don't. The third step is improving aeration. If the soil still feels dense, I mix in materials such as perlite, rice hulls, or coarse organic matter. This creates long-term air pockets that help roots expand and prevent future compaction. In larger containers, this step can extend the life of the potting mix for several seasons. Skipping aeration is one reason compacted soil problems often return. The results showed up where I least expected. Most people expect healthier leaves. That happened. But what impressed me most was root growth. When I checked the containers later in the season, roots were spreading more evenly throughout the soil profile. Watering became easier. Plants handled hot weather better. Nutrient deficiencies became less common. Those improvements all traced back to better soil structure. That's why I believe soil management deserves more attention than fertilizer selection. Here's the mistake I would never make again. Years ago, I used to dump fresh potting soil on top of compacted containers and hope for the best. That rarely solved the problem. The compacted layer underneath remained. Roots still struggled. Water still behaved unpredictably. The lesson was simple. Fix the structure first. Then build fertility. The order matters. What I do today, whenever a container starts declining, I inspect the soil before reaching for fertilizer. If compaction is present, I follow the same 3-step process: loosen the soil, add compost, and improve aeration. It's simple, inexpensive, and consistently effective. The longer I garden, the more convinced I become that successful growing starts below the surface. Healthy roots, healthy microbes, and healthy soil structure solve more problems than most gardeners realize. If you found this helpful, subscribe to Farmagic for more practical, science-based gardening tips. And share this video with another gardener who's struggling with container plants. The solution might not be more fertilizer, it might be better soil.